today I'm going to be performing something for you, Matt.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I've never had this happen before.
Yeah, I know. Have you heard of this thing called the butterfly effect?
Yes, I have. I took quantum physics.
Okay. Maybe you can explain to everyone what butterfly effect means.
A small change has a big outcome, something along those lines.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Well, if we put it in normal terms, for example, if you meet a girl on the street and you're going to decide, am I going to ask her for a number? Can I go on a date with her? That kind of thing. You know that it's going to have a big effect on your life further down the road.
Yeah,
right?
I completely understand. Like you ask for a number and one thing leads to another, and just because of that small decision, 10 years later you are struggling with a car, a son and a job you don't like. Yeah, I totally understand what you mean.
Okay, we're getting a little bit too far from the topic right now.
Anyway.
Okay, well, I've got a card over here, okay?
Yep.
And I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to place it right here. And you're going to make a decision.
Okay.
Very simple. I've got a deck of cards over here. And I'd like you to help me out to choose a card, okay?
Okay.
In a deck, we've got different suits and, you know, there's ace all the way to king. So I'd like you to pick a number that corresponds from ace all the way to king. So, well, jack, q, k, that would be 11, 12, and 13. So all the way from 1 to 13. Can you choose a number from?
7.
7. So we're going to deal down 7 cards, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've come to the number 4.
Okay.
Okay. At this point in time, you're going to make another decision. Would you like to change your mind and use another number, or would you like to stick to 4 right here?
I want to change my mind.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
Let's-
What number would you like?
13.
13. Okay, let's go.
Go straight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay.
And that's the 5.
Okay.
That means it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
1, 2,
Yep.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Okay, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
That's the 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, here we go. Not enough cards. So that leaves us with the 9 of spades. Well, remember at the start, you chose the number and you changed your mind.
Yep.
You could have stick or stuck to that number, but you changed your mind.
Okay.
And you ended up with the 9 of spades.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be quite amazing if my prediction right over here was the 9 of spades? Pretty cool, eh?
In terms of, a few things make this really good. Number one, it is completely self-working. Number two, the dealing that you saw, the spectator can do the dealing. So she could have passed the thing to me and I could have done the dealing. Also, you have a certain amount of leeway in offering people the choices. What she what she did was pretty much exactly what the DVD, the instructions on the DVD, but there are a few ways you can go about it. You can give the spectator a choice in a different place, you can give them more choices, you can make them change their minds more often. That all works, by the way. They can have there's a tremendous amount of leeway, right, in terms of the starting, and you can perform this 2 or 3 times and it wouldn't go the same way 2 or 3 times. It's kind of cool. So that's the kind of the way that's why I like it.
And just to be sure, to be clear, for you guys, if you are looking at this, I have just watched the DVD like 40 minutes ago. 40 minutes?
No,
30 minutes? 30 minutes.
15. You watched it 15 minutes ago. You're just that good. 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, so this is the performance 15 minutes after watching the DVD. And I must say that personally, I hate counting cards. To be honest, I hate counting
I don't like counting cards either because I feel that they sort of lose the plot after a while. But this is very logical because you're just counting what the next one is. It's not like you're finding a contrived reason to count the cards, like you suddenly want to spell the cards or whatever. It's that number, let's count that number. So it's pretty direct. So I appreciate the directness of the trick.
I think it's just very clean, and this is just one of the most fun thing for me because I personally love the story as well. As you can tell from the name when I was asking Matt about butterfly effect, that is the actual name of the effect.
Yeah, that's the presentation as well that's given on the DVD.
And I personally like it. The analogy is given by me. But I love the story. I think for maybe it's a female thing because Matt doesn't really like the story. I personally like the story.
I don't like the story because I'm of the school of thought that card effects should just be about cards. You know, I mean, it's a card effect. Let's talk about cards. Kind of similar to the way a lot of other magicians do it. You know, Darren Brown does it this way. If you read his work, Pure Effects, inside he talks about it, Pure Effect. Like cards should just be cards. You know, Hofstadter just says the same thing. But I that's why I don't like the story. The presentation on top of cards. That's the only reason. Other than that, it's competent. I think in the right hands it could be nice to look at.
Yeah, so one thing to add though, in the effect description, it does say that it is impromptu.
It is impromptu? No, it says you can use a shuffle deck. So it gives the impression that it's an impromptu effect.
Maybe.
Right?
So just to be clear, this is not impromptu in the sense that you would be able to get a deck and perform it immediately.
Yeah.
You need to set up, so basically that is all, but you do have the ability to use any deck. It could be any deck from your friend or just your family if they are just playing poker, you know. You could just get it. But you will need I think maybe about 3 minutes to just go off into a corner, look at stuff.
I think if you practice a bit you can set up faster than that.
Yeah,
I think if you practice a bit you probably can set it up in under a minute.
Yeah, so
easily.
And they do give you cards, the prediction cards.
I'm not a big fan of that one.
Yeah, we don't really like that because it kind of gives away a gimmick that we use fairly regularly.
Okay, so to elaborate a bit, the prediction that, and because it's in the trailer, so so it's a Joker that's double faced. On the other side of the Joker is printed the prediction. I don't really like that because you're introducing a Joker for no reason. I mean, he says in the presentation, Jokers are wild, so you choose a card. So I guess that's kind of there, but it's a bit flimsy. I prefer to just use another card from a different deck,
or just write something.
Or write a prediction on paper or something. That's actually more organic.
Yeah.
A bit more logical to me.
And in fact, I mean, you could have this stacked up and then, just write something and here we go. This represents a card in the deck and hence, therefore, choose a number, from Ace to King and
then then it opens up so many other presentational premises. Instead of just like one card, you can talk about going back in time like Jason Key does. You can talk about other things. How to basically any other presentation that you use to handle predictions, you can sort of use here.
Yeah. So basically, this is it. I love this effect. In fact, I think I'm going to use this in my regular close-up. It's kind of nice when you have a cozy group. Maybe after a long time with corporate close-up, like we have gotten to know the group better, and you're kind of more on a friendly kind of term. So you can do stuff and talk to people, talk about stories. Personally, I like a little bit of story, not too much. This for me has the right balance. It has the introduction with a little bit of a premise, a story for you to kind of just connect to people, and then you do your thing, and it ends up matching, which is totally awesome. I like that it can be done in the audience's hands, and really, this is something that you could just do within 15 minutes, half an hour of getting it. I think more thought has to be put into how you want to present this so that it doesn't just look like you're counting stuff as with most counting stuff kind of magic. But overall, fantastic effect. I love it.
I'm okay with this. I would use it. I think if Adeline has already mentioned the situations might not be useful. I mostly work standing up, so I don't have the luxury of a table. So even if I wanted to use it in my corporate close-up, I don't think I can because I will need a table for this. But it's a good trick. It's a really good trick.
Yeah. So it's suitable all the way from beginner level all the way up. And basically, even if you're not using this as a premise just for a prediction and stuff, it could be something else that you use as a utility.
Yep.
And they do offer different kind of way of arranging stuff, so I shall not say more. We can't give away too much. So I think for me this is, well, I would say 8 upon 10 easily. Production value of the DVD is great. In fact, I thought that this could be released as a download. Yeah, that might have been cheaper for people as well. But altogether, I am not a huge fan of downloads. But for people
Okay,
who
I prefer downloads for me.
yeah, but that's not the discussion here. But I think that's really good. So 8 upon 10, and I think you can check it out on Murphy's Magic Supplies. And of course, this review is brought to you by
Lingthing.com.
And my name is Adeline.
Matthew.
And signing off.